All right, so I'm sitting here with Nils. We've been working together one-on-one for a bit now. So I wanted to get him on a call. So I appreciate you taking the time to hop on, man, and just run you guys through his journey. He's had a big journey the last couple of months, going from not really making any money in this industry to now making really good money and traveling and having a lot of freedom. So Nils, give us a quick introduction. Like, who are you, where you're from, and why we're here?
All right, so I'm Nils. I'm from Sweden from the start. That's kind of how I came in contact with you as well. 23, turning 24 this year, and yeah, just grew up on a farm basically, but felt like it was not for me. I wanted to go to like the big cities and stuff, so I moved to Spain, and in kind of in the same. At the same time, I got into this space as well.
Cool. All right. So I want to dive into all of that because you have an interesting like backstory on how you got into this, and it's been like ups and downs on your journey, and now you're obviously like in a very good position, like working with a good company and things like that, and a lot of potential there. So first off, like give us kind of like the rundown, like where are you at right now? Like first, like where are you at physically, like where are you sitting right now, and also like where are you at like in life overall right now? How much you're making, type of company you're working with? Give us a rundown.
Yeah, sure. So Alex gave me like some contacts for a company that's a mentorship for how to invest in both like stocks, how to do trading, and how to do real estate. Really good. I think it's the best Swedish offer there is right now. So really good potential there. And yeah, I started working there in September. It's now February. And the last couple of months have actually given me that freedom. So I went to Vietnam. That's where I'm at right now, traveling around Asia and taking some calls, I guess.
Let's go. Good stuff, man. Can you show around because you're in the villa right now, right? In Vietnam. Yeah. Give us like a quick turnaround, you know.
This is what's so it's like the outside and it's the inside kind of.
That's pretty different from the Swedish winters. But okay, cool. So and then like the last couple of months, like how much have you been making on this offer, like on average since you started there?
About 5-6K, I think, on average.
Cool.
But there's a lot of potential to like at least do 10K. There's other closest doing like 10, 15, almost 20K. So it's just about sharpening the skills right now.
Yeah, 100%. So that's how I look at like success in this industry. Is like it's your skill set and it's the offer that you're on, and you're on a great offer right now. So now it's just you dialing in on that offer to get those like 10K a month plus that you can 100% get there. Yeah. So that's all. In terms of like if you look at for people watching this who like are curious about what a day looks like doing high ticket sales, can you run us through that? Like what does a day in the life look like for you? Like what do you actually do? Like both in high ticket sales, like working, but also like outside sales. What does that look like?
Yeah, so now I'm on a different time zone because I work on a Swedish offer, but I'm in Asia, so I don't start work until like 2 p.m. Most of the time. So I have like 5-6 hours to do whatever I want. Basically, I usually wake up, take a quick swim here, get some coffee, like do some habits, go to the gym, go for a run. And then usually I get back, get some food and stuff, and then I start preparing for the day, like an hour before I start. And yeah, I take calls usually from 2 p.m. until like 9-10 p.m. Somewhere around that. And that's included like team meetings with the team, doing sales training and stuff as well. And some days it's like really tight schedule. You have like back-to-back calls, and some days it's a bit more easygoing. You maybe have like 2-3 calls only. So yeah, and also if I want, I can like block out my calendar if I need to do something, or so you can have the time freedom as well. It's not that like important to work Monday to Friday. You can like take Wednesday off and work like Saturday instead if you want, or take some extra calls every day if you want. So yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. That's an important thing for people to watching this as well, is like you're in a performance-based role, because Nils is a closer right now, so like he's just taking calls that get booked on his calendar. He doesn't have to like cold call, like he's getting booked calls already like warm on his calendar, people that already like interested in buying. So it's like it comes down to his skill set, you know, like if he's performing during his calls, like he doesn't have to work 10 hours per day. But like if he's not performing, obviously like that's what it comes down to, you know, like if you're good at what you do, which is why the skill set is so important, then you can have a lot of like flexibility. You don't have to work like crazy hours every single day, because you perform in the calls that you have.
Yeah.
So that's good insight, like in terms of what a day looks like. In terms of, if you look at like so far, what's been your top month on this offer in terms of income?
That was 7.1K.
7.1K, got it. And this month, what are you pacing for right now? Like for right now, it's February.
Right now, like February or January?
No, February for this month. Like what's the pace that you're on?
February is like 2K right now.
No,
So-
so what are you pacing? Like if you continue in this pace on right now, what would you end the month on in February?
All right. Then I think it's kind of hard to say because we have had really low volume this week, but next week we're gonna have like really high volume.
Mhm.
So I think like 10K is possible. Actually,
All right, sick.
I'm gonna take like 10 calls a day next week and just lock in, and then it's
Okay,
gonna
cool.
be chill. Yeah,
So you've done 2K so far in commissions in February,
yeah, and
and they have like the event coming up, right? So it's gonna be like a big like increase in volume.
exactly. That's why the volume has been low right now, because all the marketing is going to that webinar, and
Yeah.
so next week is gonna be insane.
All right, sick. Cool. Okay, so we'll dive into a bit, like you mentioned before, a bit like where we at before you started in high ticket sales. But like, can I give us a quick rundown? It's like, okay, where were you at in life before? Like, what were you doing for work? And like, what did your life look like? And like, why did you, I guess, like want to get out of that and make money online and like travel and get into something like this?
Yeah, so I'd been living in Spain for about 2 years in Barcelona, and I worked there for a Swedish company for a while. Then I started studying Spanish as well, and I kind of I felt like I wanted to see more of the world. That just gave me that little taste of like freedom, I guess. But I wanted to be able to like work remotely instead and do it from wherever I want. And I felt like I had a lot of potential, like as a person, but I didn't feel like I was fulfilling that just by studying and working like a normal 9 to 5. Well, I felt like internally I had much more to give, and yeah, so I kind of went into a like small depression over there at the end because of those feelings. Like I can do more, I guess. And that's around the time I got in contact with you, and yeah, that's how all started.
All right. Okay. So what made you like pick? Because obviously there's a lot of ways to like make money online and like be able to, yeah, like do something other than like those jobs you were doing before. Like,
Yeah.
what made you pick? Or I guess like first off, yeah, like what made you pick high ticket sales and like going this path compared to like everything else that's out there?
Yeah, good question. So I had been working in sales for a bit, like in a normal call center. So I already had a bit of experience. Like call center sales and high ticket sales is completely different, but it just felt like it would be, you know, a natural step to take to go into sales again. And also because sales it's like one skill. When you look at like drop shipping, which I'd tried a little bit, and I also tried like doing faceless YouTube and stuff. It's like so many skills you need to have when it comes to like really earning money in those spaces, and it feels like less people succeed with it.
Yeah, that's what I hear from like pretty much everyone, and like myself included. Like that's usually the biggest thing is like, yeah, okay, like you can make money with other business models, and it's definitely possible to make money with drop shipping, etc. But it's like, the simplest thing to do is learning one skill. It's obviously going to be easier to master one thing, especially if you can already talk and like have a conversation, like you've done jobs that are like similar, or you at least you like talking to people, like ways to just like boost that skill, get better at that, and use that to make money instead of going out and learning how to sell, market, and find products and like this whole new business from scratch. That makes a lot of sense.
Exactly.
When you say like with sales, like you said, it's very different from other sales jobs. What would you say, like what's the biggest difference with like, or biggest differences with high ticket sales compared to like other sales jobs you done?
Like normal sales jobs, you just go, you pitch your service kind of really directly to the person you're talking with, without even understanding if it can help them or if it's like worth for them, like the product you're selling. But in high ticket sales, you really, get to know the other person, really like ask a lot of questions before you even go into the pitch, if you do, because you don't, like in high ticket sales, your goal is not to like bring in every person into your program. It's just bringing in the right type of people.
Yeah.
So it's really the big difference, I'd say.
Yeah, that's a big, because a lot of people they think that like sales is just like pushing no matter like what, but like you're saying, like high ticket sales is way more like just qualifying people, because you're talking at the end of the day, you're talking to people that already know the offer and like they know what they're kind of getting into. So your job is more or less like helping them overcome themselves, and that's what we train on as well, right? Like it's having conversation where you're more of a leader and like you're helping people make good decisions compared to like closing them and like crazy objection handling, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a big difference.
Also, you're really like helping people transforming their lives.
Yeah.
Like if I talk with someone who's like losing money from their investments and have been done that for a couple of years because they lack knowledge, and we can give them that can completely like change their lives in the long term.
Yeah, 100%. For sure. Yeah, that gives a lot of people fulfillment as well, especially like because I work with a bunch of guys coming from traditional sales jobs, and they're so used to just like selling random like BS to people, and you come into this industry, and then like you find an actual company to work for, like you done, like you find a company you actually believe in, you like the influencer, you like the team, and then it's like you're selling stuff you actually believe in, you can actually stand behind it, and it's like there's alignment between you and what you're selling, so generally it feels like you're helping people. So that's a big thing. I'm curious, like, what were your concerns? Like, you definitely, or I'm assuming you had some concerns, right, before we started, not only before working together with me, but like getting into this industry. You know, it's a new space. I don't think you were too familiar, right, with high ticket sales before you started. So, like, what were your concerns or like objections and before starting back then?
My biggest one was like before I joined was, is this legit? Like, does this actually work? Because I had just like started getting ads on my Instagram for like 1 week, and it was like drop shipping, trading and stuff. And your thing came up, and that's the only ad I actually clicked on and etc. But I wasn't sure if it was like legit or it actually worked to make money off it. So yeah, that was probably my biggest concern before I joined.
All right. How did you like? You obviously still did it. So like, what made you still do it?
I was like, worst case scenario, it doesn't work out, and I'll just go back to where I was before. At least I've tried it. So I just felt like the worst case scenario is where I'm at right now already. So why not just out?
But I think that's a big reason why you've been seeing success with this and why you've been moving forward a lot. Because like a lot of people, they don't think that way. You know, they're like, oh, this is a massive risk. They have a lot of fear about starting something new and like trying something they haven't done before, and they like let those emotions hold them back from starting. But like what you're saying is super key. Is like realizing that the risk of doing something is actually it's in your head. You know, like the worst case scenario is you literally just go back to your current situation with more knowledge, with more experience. And if you actually commit, most likely you will make it as well, like you've done for yourself. So that's an important thing for you guys watching this as well to take away, is like realize like what's actually the biggest risk. Is it trying something and then like learning more and moving forward and taking a shot at your goals, or is it like going to sleep every single night knowing that you're not taking the risks and you're just like stagnant, and that means you just stay in the same position? So that's a big thing right there. Other than that, like, was there any other like concerns or any like other things that you were like worried about? Was that like the main thing before jumping into it?
It's a long time ago, bro, but I think that was the biggest one. When I actually joined, there was still like some, because then I knew okay, this is legit. It actually, like, I'm in the program and stuff. But then I was like, okay, can I actually like make money off it? Like a bit of fear of failure, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's also super typical. A lot of people feel like, what made you like overcome that? What made you like stick to it? Because you've been doing it for some time now. Like, what made you stick to it, even though like having that fear of failure instead of like giving up?
I just felt like, okay, I've like invested in myself. Like, I need to at least like earn it back. And I was just like, do I really want to go back to like a normal job or like go back to studies? Like, it just felt like it wasn't for me, really. Like, having whatever, in Sweden we have like 5 weeks semester every year, and that's it. And you have like a 2 to 3K income. I just didn't want to settle for that, I guess.
Right. Okay. Makes sense. All right. So then you stuck to it. You followed the path. Like, obviously now you land an offer. You're doing well on that offer, and like you're growing towards that first 10K a month. Like you said, there's other guys on that offer are doing even better. So like there's definitely potential for you to hit those bigger amounts, like 15, 20K a month.
Yep.
So like if you were to summarize, obviously like we've been working together very like hands-on, especially recently. What's like, first of all, like why did you decide to work with me specifically? Like what was it, is in the ad or like with like what you saw from me that made you want to like work with me specifically? And then like how was the experience? Like how do you feel like it's been, honestly?
Why did I choose you? Because I think it was because you're Swedish and I'm also Swedish. Like that was a big thing. It just felt more trustworthy and stuff. And because I didn't know you before from your YouTube or anything. I just saw an ad and I was like, yeah, seems cool. I'll look what it is. And yeah, I think just because you were Swedish, I think I chose you. And after like we started working together, it's been really good. I have had like many challenges through the journey, and if it weren't for you, I would give up like a long time ago. Like you've held me accountable to everything I've said, like said things to me that I need to hear, don't want to hear and stuff. And that's really all you need in like a mentorship. So that's the like biggest thing is probably the mindset stuff that I've gotten help from you. And that's like 80% of this journey is just mindset.
Yeah. That's good to bring it up. A lot of people, they think that like the only thing they need to get into high ticket sales is like getting a placement in a role. And if they just had a placement, they would succeed. And obviously like you got the placement, you got into a really good offer. But like, can you talk to someone, if someone is in the mindset where it's like, I just need a role and I'm going to make 10K a month, what would you tell someone like that, like based on what we worked on?
Yeah, it's much more than that. Like, if you think you just need a role and you can make 10K, then yeah, that's not possible really. You need to like actually work on yourself a lot, like do personal development, because at the end of the day, you're gonna help someone take an uncomfortable step in their life. And if you're not doing it yourself, not investing in yourself or like actually working on yourself, being consistent with stuff, then it's going to be really hard to help the other person take the same step.
Yeah, for sure. And that's one thing that you've done, like been an extremely good example of. Like for you, like you've been consistently investing into yourself, both with me and like other things outside of this. Like you've been investing yourself consistently over time, which has just allowed you to be super aligned in in closing as well. You know, when you're expecting someone else to invest high ticket and you're doing that yourself, it becomes way easier. That's another thing I noticed as well. Like a lot of guys that I talk to that are trying to get into this industry are like, Alex, I want to get into this, but I don't want to invest in myself. It's like, my honest reaction to that is like, you're not supposed to be in this industry. Like, if you're not willing to do the thing that you expect other people to do, what are you doing here? You know?
Yeah.
So that's a big, and that's kind of what you're saying as well, like aligning yourself with what you want your prospects to do. If you can lead yourself and make decisions that you want your prospects to do on a sales call, then guess what? You'll be able to actually perform and you'll make good money in this industry. So that's why it's so important, like mindset, internal work, like we've been working on a lot. That's really like 89% of this game for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So to wrap this up, if someone's watching this and they want to, like, they're in a similar position to where you were at before, they're working like a more normal, let's say like a 9-to-5 job, they want to get freedom, they want to like get into high ticket sales, they want to try this out, what would be your like advice to them? What should, like, practically, what should they do right now to start making like a similar journey to yourself, be able to maybe leave their hometown, start traveling like I do, like you do, start making that first, let's say 5K pounds, they can leave their hometown, start traveling, leave 9-to-5. What would be like your advice if you're talking to that person?
So first off, like actually get like in a program. Don't just start like trying by yourself, because maybe it can work, but it will take so much longer time that you're probably gonna give up on the way, because you don't have someone to hold you accountable and stuff. So that's the first thing. So get into a program for sure, or at least like take a call, see if it makes sense, and stuff. Yeah.
All right, cool. Anything else?
Yeah, just get into a program, and like the worst case scenario is it doesn't work out and you're back at the same situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think for sure, like you can definitely go out and learn sales. You can learn the scripts. Kind of like if you think about like, I'm gonna build like a freaking car, you know, like you can definitely find the parts to go out and build like a, I don't know, like a car from scratch, you know. But it's like getting the instructions, being a part of a community who's already doing it, getting like the exact step by step, having someone like show you like do this, and someone even like make some of those or like do some of the parts for you. It's gonna be 10 times easier. So for sure, makes sense. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on the call, man, taking time, because I know you're busy with calls and then things like that. So I appreciate you coming on and sharing your story. And for you guys watching, if you want to work with me like I've done with Nils, get coached to actually learn the skill, actually get good at sales, get placed into a good offer, actually get freedom, and if you're willing to work hard as well. It's not easy, it takes commitment. If you're someone serious and you want to actually see if it's a good fit and it actually makes sense for you to do, you can book a call, download a video, talk with me, and see if you can actually work together, if I can help you with this. If you have any questions, shoot me a DM on Instagram. And yeah, I appreciate you coming on, and we'll see you guys in the next video.